Welcome, race fans. California Raceway Video. Your host here, Mike Mosier, the race doctor, along with my partner, Jeff Christensen, welcome you to the Bakersfield Speedway. Here we are, September 14th, 1996. On tap here tonight, we have the California dirt cars, the modified street, hobby stocks, and the late models. A lot of cars in the pits here tonight. Looking at the track really early on, it's very, very wet out there. That'll produce a nice, fine time for the main event. And we got into pits here tonight. One of the drivers that's been out of circulation for a while, back in the modified street, the yellow number 4, Phil Matthews. What's going on, Super Phil?
Oh, just having a good time out here for fun.
Excellent. I tell you what, we've missed you out here. Your respite. What have you been doing?
Working on a hobby stock over the whole year. Try to revamp a hobby stock so he can come out. But we got itchy feet, and we want to come out and do some practicing for the Nationals.
There you go.
Get
so you're
ready.
Getting prepared for that
Yes.
big Nationals race. That ought to be an awesome one. The allowance on the rule changes for Nationals, Phil, what are those?
On the engine?
Well, yeah.
I'm not sure. We're going to run what we brung.
I think what I've heard, the rumblings are that'll open it up for 4-barrel carburation.
Yeah, that's right.
They'll go to a 10-inch tire. You're obviously already running an 8-inch rim, so pretty much cars from all over the state will be out here competing with all you local guys.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just go with what we got. We're going to just keep everything pretty much the same. We might look at a 4-barrel this year. We haven't ever done that in the past, but we may try to do that this year.
And this hobby stock, who you been working on that and building it up for?
Mike Kelly.
Mike Kelly, okay. So is he going to try to make the Hobby Nationals that we have coming up here November 15th and 16th?
We'll probably get it out practice night.
Practice night, excellent.
Work some more on it during the winter.
So right now, I understand, I just heard a call from the pit board over there that they're drawing in the modified streets to take their packing lesson for the evening. When was the last date you were out on the track?
The Nationals last year. That's the last time I've been here.
Oh, boy. So you've definitely had a full year. When you're sitting in the pits, I know I saw you out here last week in the stands. Is that kind of like what the energy level came in to bring you out here tonight?
Yes, I got real excited last week. Definitely wanted to come out and compete. Miss it.
I know you watch some of these drivers out there, door handle to door handle. You're one of the top drivers in the ranks of modified streets, and you look and you say to yourself, probably, you know, I ought to be out there because I can beat that old boy.
That's right. Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, and of course, Chad Jeffrey, CJ Auto Paint, doing all the graphics.
Yeah.
Cars looking beautiful here, Phil.
Yeah, we just got through painting the nose piece about 2 hours ago. We've been on since Tuesday night. Took the whole right side of the car off and repainted that. I think it was up to about 2:30 last night, finishing the lettering on the right side of the car. So we've got it looking pretty good. He does excellent work.
All right, do you have a little nervous qualms not having seat time this year when coming in tonight's event?
No, not a bit.
That's the professionalism, folks. Super Phil Matthews. Super Phil, we wish you the best of luck. Good care.
All right, thank you.
All right, we can pan back and look at that beautiful yellow number 4, the cool Auto Air Marlin's Machine Special, sponsored, of course, by Snap-on and Quality Diesel and Electric. Pit side with the current points leader out of the hobby stock division, Lloyd Reed out of Shafter. Lloyd, nice to have you here again tonight. Give me 5, bro.
How you doing?
Good. I tell you what, 10 points just above your competitor, Don Peaser, the number 1 car. Both you guys during the year now have had to qualify out of a semi several times, and during that time period, you had the best of the finishes. That escalated you into the points lead. You've carried that now for the last 4 or 5 weeks. 2 or 3 more weeks left in the points chase. How's it look for you?
It looks pretty good. We're just going to go out and do our best and do like we do every week, try to win the main event.
Well, I tell you what, you've done an excellent job, Lloyd. How many years you been under competition now with the hobby division?
This is my 2nd year.
2nd year. So obviously you've picked up real quick on the program. Any racing experience prior to this?
We've raced go-karts, and I've had a little bit running in the back of the late model division about 6-7 years ago.
And what is your future for 1997, Lloyd?
I believe I'm going to stay in the hobby stock another year.
And then possibly move up to?
Modified streets.
Modified.
We've tried late models, and the dollar just isn't there, you know, and you can't run competitive if you don't have the dollar. So.
Well, that's exactly right. I know Terman Construction been with you a long time. Pretty good sponsor for you?
Yeah, he helps me out quite a bit, you know, and he gets quite a bit of kickback off of it out here. You know, the fans see his name on the car, and
exactly right.
And he hears for it, you know.
And Lloyd, what do you do for a living?
I'm a heavy equipment operator. I work for Jeff Terman.
Aha, kind of association there that went hand in hand. Refeed the other guy.
That's it. That's
All
it.
right. Well, tell you what, we're going to mosey on down through the pits and get up for qualifying, round one qualifier a little bit. But Lo, we want to wish you the best. Go out, have some fun, and kick some booty.
I hear that.
There
Thank you.
go. Current points leader in the hobby division. We can pan back and look at that 49 car just coming off the track, packing it in quite wet, as you can see. All right, trackside right now in the pits with the number 57 car out of the modified street, Floyd Quackenbush. Floyd, how you doing?
Hi, Mike, how you doing?
Excellent. Nice to
All
see you here. One of the favorites up here, of course, in Bakersfield. You coming out of the Los Angeles area. What is your home there, Floyd?
Santa Clarita.
Santa Clarita. Innovative approach you're coming in tonight's event with. You've been working on this for several weeks. Going with an innovative approach to a short track dirt racing in-car camera. Give us a little insight on that, Floyd.
Well, we're working it out. Joel's been working on this for a few weeks, like you said, and we're going to give it a shot. And I hooked an old Bell helmet shield so I can do tear-offs for the camera. So I just got to remember how many times, when I'll be pulling mine off and that one off too. So hopefully it works out. We'll see.
You don't feel that'll have any hampering on your focus and concentration?
No, I won't let it get to that point. I'll just cars first, and whenever I could think, maybe during a yellow or something like that, we'll do it.
Now, talking to your electronics man over there, Joel, what's his last name?
Claremont.
Claremont. I tell you what, some real high-tech equipment going into that car, and a lot of bucks, unbelievable. They'll be taking a transmitter and a receiver up on top of the tower, so we'll be getting a live report right out of your car. And what kind of dollar figure that you feel you have going to go into this operation? I know it's not a bought situation, comes out of Joel's business.
It's actually Joel Claremont's. It's a Claremont camera out of Los Angeles, and I really don't know how much money. You'd have to ask him, but it's quite a bit. It's just we'll see if it works. It's got to work the bugs out probably, but.
Well, I was talking a little bit earlier, just kind of rounding it out. We're right around the 10,000 mark, and just testing some of the bugs, if you will. Going to check it out here tonight. But Joel Claremont, and now their business, of course, down in Hollywood, and they rent a lot of their high-tech camera gear out to several of the television shows, movie makers, right?
Right, so it's movie cameras actually, but this is a video assist type situation for the movie cameras, but we're going to be using it for our main system here and through the air and transmitting it. Can't wait. It should be fun.
Now, is it because you're down in the L.A. Hollywood area, Floyd, that you've taken this venture? What prompted you to come in with this approach? I know it's not been done in a short track stock car world before.
Well, I've seen it on TV, but it's just something like it's been always be fun to see what it's really like. I mean, when I'm driving, you don't see it, you just live it through the moment, but you never get a chance to replay it. And it'd be nice to, for other people to see it, what actually goes on.
How they see the racing cockpit through the driver's eyes, if you will.
It's not as easy as it looks, and there's a lot of hand eye coordination and all that. Well,
not only that, but at the end of the season, as racing winds down, and we're kind of in that mode right now, the bench racing, they call it, where all the guys sit around and they talk about what they did, and seems like everybody that's in a bench race, they always have won it. Here you're going to have that evidence right in your car. If somebody crossed you up and got you sideways, you're going to pretty well have that on history and tape.
That's true. I'll mix it up with Jeff's, video also, and maybe I can get them both together and I'll know what's going on.
That's exactly what we're doing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. California Raceway Video, marrying up here with Floyd Quackenbush, car number 57. We're going to utilize the in-car cam as well as the trackside cameras and see what we come out. Kind of an innovative approach. We're really thrilled, and I know you are. Floyd, we wish you the best. You're always one of our favorites, and go out and kick some booty.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Mark, if you like.
Here you can see Claremont right now installing the RGB minicam, floating lens on front, built-in slider where you can adjust the focus from the inside of the car, and that telemetry will be put back on top of the announcing tower where the receiver will be and goes into his monitor into the videotape.
On the outside of row number 1 in the 1P car from Bakersfield, California, Gary Bredmont.
The Pink Panther, that's the pink number 38 car, second row inside. We call him Chris Mendenhall.
Second row outside, the number 76 car, Jerry Morgantini.
Third row inside, the 25 car, Roger Herrick. Then you pick up the number 13 car, lights out, we're looking to go green. Daniel Eady, but that is not Eady, I believe. Possibly a new car for Eady. And the number 3 of Jeffrey Miller, look out. Oh, Eady gets a little wild and hook off the pace to the infield.
That's Tress Fleming in the number 13 car, but Bredmont is your leader going into turn 3. Chris Mendenhall right behind. Whoa, Mendenhall gets squirrely in 2, into Herrick. Herrick also bangs into Morgantini. There's your leader, Gary Bredmont, followed by Roger Herrick, and then Chris Mendenhall in the 38 car, Morgantini in the 76 car in 4th place, and in 5th in the pink number 13 car is Trace Fleming III.
Tress Fleming, new driver to Bakersfield Speedway, as Bredmont, your leader, off turn 4. And the Bryant's Radiator, you pick, you say special. The front yard dog, Roger Herrick, running second.
Herrick trying to make a move down the back straightaway. Herrick looks inside, but Bredmont, gets up way high in the marbles, darn near spins the car out, allowing Herrick to go into the lead. A couple of cars past Bredmont. There's your leader, Roger Herrick. 3 laps down, 7 to go.
Mendenhall now up to second, followed by Jerry Morgantini. Oh boy. Tress Fleming the third up on the high side, making it work.
Herrick appears to be checking out with this race. That track is a little slick still, so we may be seeing a bunch of that these first few heat races. 4 laps down, 6 to go.
Jeffrey Miller hits the wall up in turn 4, and suspension damage in the right front.
I think he might have been involved in that hot lap incident earlier, Mike, so that could be the reason. Mendenhall getting a little squirrely down the back straightaway, loses 2 positions. Your leader is still Roger Herrick, followed by the number 76 car of Jerry Morgantini, and in third, the 13 car of Tress Fleming.
Oh boy, where did Tress Fleming come from? Running a strong third right now. That looks like an old Chevelle back in the 1967.
Trying to make his mark at the Bakersfield Speedway. Herrick may be running into some lap traffic. Mark Roberts kind of slid from the pole position all the way back after he slid out in the third and fourth turn. Herrick coming up on Roberts has got about a 7-car length advantage over Morgantini, who's in second place. Fleming's in third. Mendenhall has worked his way back up to fourth, and in fifth, Bredmont. Bredmont trying to gain one more position with 1 lap to go to try and make it into that main event.
Herrick threading his way through lap traffic now, off turn 4 as the white flag comes out, puts Mark Roberts down a lap, and Herrick with the last 2 corners out of turn 4. Morgantini running second. Your winner, Roger Herrick. Jerry Morgantini second. Tress Fleming third. And the Pink Panther course, Chris Mendenhall, followed by Gary Bredmont. Top 4 go to the main event. All others will qualify out of a semi. So we'll send Herrick, Morgantini, Fleming, and Mendenhall directly to the main event. And
rounding out our field tonight, this second round qualifier for the Hobby Stocks is the number 16 car, also sponsored by Performance Machine and the Little Green Store, Danny the Pie Man Lewis.
And Randy's Barbershop putting that car together. Pie Man doing a real swell job, and he's ranked up in the top 10 points as well. So we got a lot of the points leaders running here this evening in this same qualifier. Danny Lewis currently third in the points chase. Lights are out. We're looking for the green out of 4. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin lets him go.
Cave leads him into turn number 1. On the outside of him, Adam Miller takes into turn 2. He's your leader, Brewer, way up high, allowing the park man to slip down on the inside into third place. Brewer with a moment in 4th. Here comes Didi as they swat paint going down the back straight.
Yes, indeedy. Jim out there banging some metal right now. He's loose on the bottom end, and Brewer gets down on the infield. Look out, mama! Oh, 3 abreast, and Brewer goes to the infield.
Your leader, Adam Miller. Right behind him, the 28 car, that'd be Kevin Cave. On the inside of him, trying to make his move right now, the Bart man, Bart Wheeler. battle for the lead in this this hobby stock second round qualifier. Adam Miller in the 77 car holding his line, goes up high in turn 3, allowing Cave to slip underneath him in turn 4. Cave for the lead. Little bumping going on there. Nobody hurt, no harm, no foul. But Miller holds on to the first position. Cave behind him, followed by Bart Wheeler.
I'll tell you what, Wheeler, best seat in the house right now, Steve-O. He's watching these two guys make a lot of hammer with each other, and he'll look for a mistake and try to inherit that lead as the two leaders banging metal.
This is a great race going on for the lead here, Mike. The Bart Wheeler, just waiting for something to happen. We call him, he's in the catbird seat. He's right where he wants to be. He's waiting for these guys to make a bobble so he can slip into the lead. Right behind the Bart man is James Deedy.
Oh boy, I tell you what, Miller's car hooked up a lot better through the corners than Cave. But here, Cave comes back with a lot of horsepower off the corners. And Bartman now sticks his nose into it. Bumpers locked, they go up high into the wall. And Jim Deedy, look out up to second.
Almost a major melee over there between 1 and 2 after those two cars got hooked up. But the benefactor of that deal is Adam Miller in the 77 car. James Deedy makes a big move because of that altercation between the Bartman and Cave.
5 down, 3 to go.
Miller having a little trouble in turns 3 and 4. Adam Miller now with James Deedy right on his tail, still having a hard time holding on to that lead. Thought he'd get a break after the 28 car and the 28P car got connected. Wow, man. The 70 and Miller breaks going down the back straightaway, allowing the performance machine-powered 66 of James Deedy to take over. And we're yellow here at the Bakersfield Speedway.
Tough break for Adam Miller, up lane into turn 3. Right below the Delco Gunite fast strip sign. And Miller definitely off the pace. I tell you what, that
looks like, is there 7 laps down and 3 to go or 7 and 1 to go?
yeah.
I think we see the green and the white right now. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin shows us the green and the white flag. 1 lap to go. James Deedy, your leader, followed closely by Kevin Cave right behind him. Bart Wheeler. And in 4th, the number 1 car of Don Peaser. Down the back straightaway, Deedy opens the car length advantage over Cave. Cave makes that up going into turn 3. Bartman trying to dive low. Bring us home, Mike.
Top 4 go to the main. That is your winner, Jim Deedy, followed by Kevin Cave, Bart Wheeler, and Don Peaser. Brewer and Miller will have to go to a semi.
Yes, indeedy. Performance Machine sponsored rig. They do a great job over there.
Clint Lovelace and Fred and the boys will find motors together.
I'd like to say hi to Clint tonight. How you guys doing? And his son Torrin, who'll be racing hopefully a hobby stock next year out here as soon as he comes of age.
We call him Tractor.
Right on. Hope to see him out here next year. Should be awesome.
Round 3 on the pole, the number 76 car, Napa Auto Parts, Nestle's, and Pruitt Industries. Your driver, big hand for Scotty Pruitt.
On the outside of row number 1 in the 14 car, Rick Henderson.
Second row inside, you pick up the 8X Monte Carlo. Your driver, Tom Manzella.
On the outside of row number 2 in the 54 car from Bakersfield, Brady Bell.
Third row inside, out of Taft, California, the roller himself, number 61, Mike Sparks.
Outside of row number 3, your points leader from Shafter, California, Lloyd Reed in the 49 car.
And in the green machine, your driver is Brian Johnson. We go green.
All right. Rick Henderson leads him into 1 and 2 with Pruitt in second. Manzella slips into third underneath Brady Bell into turns 3 and 4. Henderson opens up a big advantage.
I tell you what, 4th place in trouble right now with Sparks all over his backside. Top 4 going to the main. And Brady Bell on the bubble right now, trying to move up, but Sparks is neatly dicking his back quarter panel, and Sparks looks underneath him.
Sparks trying to get that last qualifying spot on the inside of Brady Bell. Your point leader right now. Lloyd Reed slips to the rear of the field. Little warning coming from our flagman, Jimmy the Shoe Irwin. With 2 laps down, 6 laps to go. Your leader in the 14 car, Rick Henderson, followed closely. Well, 5 car lengths behind him is Scott Pruitt. Behind Pruitt in the 8X car, Manzella. Manzella slips low, trying to go for second place, and he grabs it, Mike.
Terrific slide job by Manzella through 4, and he's up to second. Pruitt back to third. Brian Johnson driving the 33 car for Jerry Horlacher. Horlacher involved in a bad accident, slipping a couple of discs in his back. He is here tonight in a wheelchair. Brian Johnson, the pilot of his car.
4 laps down, 4 to go. Your leader is still Henderson, followed by Manzella and then Pruitt. And right on the bubble in the 54 car, Brady Bell makes a bobble. Sparks slides underneath. Johnson bangs in the back end of Sparks, trying to make his move, but no real estate. Sparks on the inside of Brady Bell, trying to make the pass in turns 3 and 4. Makes a pass.
And Johnson makes a transition also. 5 down, 3 to go. A battle for that last place between Sparks and Brian Johnson in the 33 car. Johnson's pushed up high by Sparks. That old battle will rage 2 more corners as your winner off turn 4. No.
For 4th place between Sparks and Johnson. Brady Bell's in there. Your point leader Lloyd Reed trying to move up there if he can. Johnson makes a bobble, goes way
right
up high.
front flat on the 33 car, and he's out of competition for this qualifier.
1 lap to go. Everybody's anxious to move into that 4th position so they won't have to run in that B main. Your leader is still Henderson, followed by Manzella. Right behind him, Scott Pruitt. In 4th, Sparks. Lloyd Reed trying to put a move on Brady Bell, see if he can get past Sparks to that last qualifying position. Sparks just 2 more corners to go, and he's cinched up his spot in the main. Your winner in the 14 car, Rick Henderson.
Followed by Tom Manzella, Scotty Pruitt, and your 4th and final qualifier, the number 61 of Mike Sparks. What a battle. You notice your points leader, the yellow 49 of Lloyd Reed, once again will have to qualify to the main through a semi. And he is a very, very slim margin in front of Don Pieser. And we're talking slim. That's 10 points separate those two.
Turn 4. And we're going racing.
Yes, indeed. Charlie Jones takes the lead into turn 1. He runs the high groove. Drags along with him James the Hammer Hammonds. Now Charlie, your leader, followed by Hammonds. Ledger. Here comes Ralph Cook. Oh boy, power move by Cook.
Ledger sliding back into 5th position, but your leader is the number 69 car of Charlie Jones. It's a great battle between the James the Hammer Hammonds and Jones coming into turn 1. Ralph Cook just sitting in the catbird seat waiting for something to happen.
Boy, I tell you what. Nolan, of course, in the 17 running 5th, and look at Hammond's hookup. That car is getting the best chassis setup you could get.
Running way low on the track tonight. Making it stick down there. Has a little bobble, gets moved from his line from Charlie Jones. Slips up in turns 1 and 2, allowing Cook to slide underneath him, but he regains 2nd position.
Oh, what a battle up front. Modified Streets hooked up. Track coming into real racy condition right now. Running 4th is Rob Rhodes, and there comes American Truck Parts, Steve Nolan in the 17.
Hammond slides up high. Jones gets on the berm, allowing Hammond to take that big high line around him. In turns 3 and 4, Hammer gets up high once again. Jones slides back into 1st position. In 3rd place, Ralph Cook. Here comes the Hammer again on the outside, making a move.
Nice move by Hammonds on the high side as he muscles his way around Jones, and now your leader in the 3. James the Hammonds leader, followed by Jones, Cook, and Rhodes. Charlie Jones, followed by Ralph Cook, as James the Hammer Hammonds a good 10 car lengths as Cook hits the wall down below the subway sandwich sign, and he falls back and makes contact with Rhodes.
The 17 car, Nolan making his move into the 3rd position. Rhodes and Nolan taking a battle going down to the back straightaway into turn 3. Nolan takes over 3rd position. Your leader, James the Hammer Hammonds, followed by Charlie Jones. Steve Nolan in 4th. James the Hammer Hammonds has opened up a large lead on the rest of the field. 7 down. Okay, here we go. And there's your winner, James the Hammer Hammonds. In 2nd place, Charlie Jones. In 3rd, Slippery Steve Nolan.
Picked up by Rob Rhodes, Carl Nolan, and then Ralph Cook. So, a big hand for your round 1 qualifier in the 52 car. Let's hit for James the Hammer Hammonds.
Ladies and gentlemen, was that some great racing or what, man? Oh, man, that was exciting. And that's only the heat race. I can't wait for the main event. I love this stuff, man.
And next to him, the number 44 car, a Performance Machine Special, BC Ray Tires, Rosedale 711, your driver, Rapid Rick Childress.
On the inside of row number 3, in the 14 car, Lonnie Welch.
And next to Lonnie Welch, out of Santa Clarita, California, the in-car camera guy, that's Floyd Quackenbush.
And rounding out our field this evening, in the number 4J car, Super Phil Matthews.
We go green. Quackenbush going to give us a picture what he sees as he rides 3 abreast through turns 1 and 2 and pops up to 3rd, getting around Bewley, and Welch comes right back at him. Your leader, Wayne Coffin, followed by Rapid Rick Childress.
Then Quackenbush in 3rd, Lonnie Welch in the final qualifying position with 1 lap down. Right behind him in the 93 car is Tim Bewley. I want to apologize to all the Bewley family. I'm sorry I mangled your name.
Boy, look how fast these modified streets are. And at Dodge, Wayne Kaufman, followed by Childress, Quackenbush, and Lonnie Welch. Top 4 runners, 2 down, 6 to go.
Childress in 2nd, hard on the tail of Wayne Kaufman, trying to make the move. Quackenbush on the inside of Childress, can't make her stick. Slides out of turn 4. There's a great battle for the lead between Kaufman and Childress. 3 laps down, 5 to go. In 4th position, Quackenbush gets up high, opens the door for Lonnie Welch, can't do anything about it. But here comes Lee Jensen in the 55 car trying to
And
capture.
Rapid Rick Childress makes the pass to 1st. Kaufman back to 2nd.
Watching that 4th place battle, I lost myself on the lead, and Quackenbush up high, allowing Lonnie Welch to go on the inside into 3rd position.
Quackenbush bobbled going into 1, hard on the gas, and slipped out of the groove up in the marbles. But a beautiful picture from the 57 car right now as he tails on the back bumper of the blue 14 car, Lonnie Welch.
Welch trying to make his move up into 2nd place, but your leader, Rapid Rick Childress, has opened up about almost a straightaway lead on the rest of the field. Wayne Kaufman in 2nd, Lonnie Welch in 3rd, Quackenbush and Jensen get together on the front straight, allowing Phil Matthews to slide on in. There's a great battle for that last qualifying position, Mike.
Matthews
right
been
now.
out of competition since the last Nationals, coming out here tonight in preparation for the Nationals and shaking down his car, white flag action. Childress now with a complete straightaway lead on the rest of the field. Out of turn 3 into turn 4, your winner picks up the checkered flag, Rapid Rick Childress.
Childress in the Performance Machine Special. Here comes a tight battle. Oh, looked like Lonnie Welch might have just got by Wayne Kaufman for 2nd place. And
Welch picked him up about 8 inches worth there, Steve-O.
well, you need that 8 inches wherever you can get it.
And then, of course, Kaufman finishing up 3rd. Then you find the 57
The
car.
in-car camera.
Quackenbush.
In-car camera finishing 4th.
That's exactly
Hot
right.
dog. Street Division. 8 laps of dirt slinging sideways action here at the Bakersfield Speedway.
On the pole, we'll pick up the number 96 car in this lineup. Comes to us out of Tulare. Big hand for Donnie Range.
On the outside of row number 1 in the number 9 car from Porterville, California, Glenn Hughes.
2nd row inside, you pick up the yellow number 24 car. Keep your eyes on him. He's a hard charger. Roy Atchison. Next to him, Mike Berry out of Lompoc as we go green. Also the number 5 of Ray Nolan, the number 18 of Kevin Collier, and the number 11 of Speedy Steve Cargill.
Hughes is leading right now on the number 30 car of
Your leader, number 9, Glenn Hughes, followed by Mike Berry, Donnie Range, and Ray Nolan up to 4th.
Donnie Range slips underneath Berry. Range into 2nd place. Nolan into 3rd. On down the back straightaway into turn 3. Your leader is still Hughes in the number 9 car. Range out of turn 4 trying to hold on to 2nd place. But here comes Mike Berry. Takes over 2nd place from Range. Right behind him is Nolan in the 5 car.
Well, I tell you what, Mike Berry did a hairy movement in turn 3 and 4 on the high side. Turned the wheel early and made it come out with a lot of RPM.
I'm surprised to see Berry still in 2nd place after that, but I'm surprised that more cars didn't get by him. But in 2nd, once again, is Mike Berry. In 3rd
the pack with Donnie Range and Speedy Steve Cargill. 2 laps door handle to door handle on the back bumper of the yellow 24 car, of course. Roy Atchison.
Here's your leader, followed by Mike Berry in second place, Raymond Nolan in third, and in fourth, the last qualifying position, Kevin Collier. Range is in fifth. Speedy Steve Cargill slips underneath Range for fifth position. 1 lap to go. Here's your leader.
Glenn Hughes, Mike Berry, Ray Nolan, and Kevin Collier. Speedy Steve Cargill now up to fifth. Your leader goes into turn 3.
Here he comes out of turn 4. Your winner, qualifying heat number 3, Glenn Hughes.
Mike Berry second. Ray Nolan third.
Kevin Collier with the last qualifying position.
And fifth goes Steve Cargill and then Roy Atchison.
Donnie Range rounds out our field. I'd like to say hi to Mr. and Mrs. Range, who celebrated their anniversary last week or 2 weeks ago. How you guys doing? Carolyn Range. No reinforcements, and we're getting ready to go racing here. I'll get back to that here in just a few. Okay, California Dirt Cars holding the pole position in the number 21 car is Adam Intignap. Right outside of him in the number 77 car is Pete Van Eiderstein. In row number 2 in the 22 car, Wayne Villard. Outside of him in the number 3 car is Mark Nation, I believe last time's winner. And rounding out our field in number 8 car, Jose Ramirez. We're going racing.
Boy, Vanderstein in the 77 car. Leader into turns 2, but he opens the door. Wayne Villard. Wayne Villard running second. Oh, that's Adam Inticap.
Followed in third position by Nation in the number 3 car. Here comes Van Eiderstein, your leader, followed by Intignap. Nation right on his tail. In the 22 car in fourth place is Wayne Villard and Ramirez rounding out our field in the 8 machine. Trying to make a big move is Nation. Trying to do a slide job on Intignap there. 3 laps.
Look out! Car, Wayne Villard. Oh boy, you could see his tracks as he entered low in turn 1, and all of a sudden he turned hard to the right. Almost you could expect the steering wheel possibly came off that car as they used the quick breakaway steering wheels, because he just came off that lower apron into one and went straight into the Southern Auto sign, hit hard. We go yellow on the track for the 22 car. Ooh, Wayne Villard. Hope he is okay.
7 laps down, 3 to go. Show out here. Ends his night early. Wayne Villard. 3-car field. Oh, pardon me, that's Ramirez in the 6 car, rounding out our field. Oh, Glenn LeBlanc, pardon me.
We go green. Pete Van Eiderstein sticks it deep into turn 1 off turn 2, your leader. Followed by Intignap, and then you pick up Glenn LeBlanc. 4 down, 4 to go.
Van Eiderstein out of turn number 2, with about a 5 or 6 car length advantage over Intignap. Glenn LeBlanc in third position. There's Van Eiderstein with 5 down, 3 to go. Intignap in second. And in third, Glenn LeBlanc in the number 6 car. They're spaced out pretty evenly here, Mike. These cars are flying around this track tonight. I'm kind of stumped on why we lost so many cars.
Well, I'm not sure these guys are so sophisticated. A lot of things can go wrong. We go white flag action one more time.
Let's see if LeBlanc and Intignap can make it interesting for second place. Your leader, Pete Van Eiderstein, in the number 77 car. Followed by Intignap and then LeBlanc. Here's your winner, Pete Van Eiderstein. Followed by Adam Intignap in second. And rounding out our field is Glenn LeBlanc in the number 6 car. Okay, let's see what Jimmy the Shoe says. We may be going racing next lap.
No green.
No way, Jose.
Jimmy the Shoe score, which says no way buckwheat. Number 4, Mike Knopf with a car and a half lead off turn 4, an uneven start. And the shoe says, watch me, Jack. I'm the one that flies the flag and starts the race. Bingo green. Dave Stutz, a good jump start into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Mike Knopf running second.
Stutz gets a good jump off the start into turns 3 and 4 now, with Knopf right behind him, followed by the 47 car of Chet Buckley. Rounding out our field is the 8 car of Jose Ramirez, pardon me. Here's your leader after 2 laps, Dave Stutz in the number 1 Reagan Special, followed by the number 4 car of Mike Knopf. Trying to gain ground on him is the number 47 car of Chet Buckley.
Stutz looking good here, a 10-car length advantage as he comes off turn 2. A real clean line. That car's staying under him real tight now, Steve.
That 1 car is really looking good, nice and smooth around this 3rd mile clay oval. But I am sure that Mike Knopf would like to reel him in with 4 laps down and 4 to go. Buckley in 3rd position and Ramirez rounding out our field in 4th.
5 down, 3 to go.
Man, Stutz is looking really sharp around this 3rd mile high bay clay oval. I don't think that Knopf is going to be able to catch him. I think the real battle might be between the 47 car of Buckley and the 4 car of Knopf. 6 down, 2 laps to go. Your leader is still Dave Stutz in the Reagan Auto Parts Special out of Santa Maria, California. 1 lap down, he's got 4 corners to hold him off. I think he's going to do it.
I tell you what, Stutz is a class act here, almost a complete straightaway as he goes into turn 3, our leader.
And here's your winner, Dave Stutz,
Followed by Mike Knopf.
And in 3rd place, the 47 car of Chet Buckley.
And then finally the black number 8 of Jose Ramirez.
Beautiful black car Ramirez is driving.
Big hand for your winner there, folks. He can hear you now. Dave Stutz.
All right, way to go, Dave.
Just 40 out of the lead. Your driver, of course, is San Joaquin sign sponsored Steve Morgan Motorsports. Big hand for Eric McWhorter.
On the outside of him in the 74B car, sponsored by Tafra Jewelers, Jeff Hilton.
Second row inside the number 1 car, Scott Pounds.
And the outside of him, number 3, Steve Pounds.
And then Dana Nelson and Joe Whitlow. Whitlow and Nelson make contact. Oh, look out, 3 abreast off turn 2. McWhorter is the leader, side by side, Pounds and Hilton.
Pounds on the inside of Hilton. Pounds makes the move into 2nd place. Hilton trying to make a slide job down the front straightaway, trying to get back into 2nd place. Oh, and Whitlow spins out coming out of turn 4.
He had made contact with the 02 car, Dana Nelson. And look out, Whitlow, side
We're
door
yellow.
side.
We are yellow. Whoa, mama.
Happened a little earlier as we took the original green. Whitlow and Dana Nelson had made contact. I didn't catch the initial blow out of 4. I would not think that to be intentional, but Whitlow loses a handle on it and falls to the back.
Followed by the Milodon Special, number 1, Scotty Pounds. And in 3rd, the 74B car of Hilton. And we're going racing.
Eric McWhorter, 40 points out of first place behind Mike Hood, leads this qualifier. Scott Pounds right on his back bumper. Pounds with a muscle move into turn 1. Off turn 2, side by side, it's Pounds and McWhorter. McWhorter with a little more high-end RPM.
McWhorter on the outside. Pounds trying to make her stick down low in the front straightaway. It's McWhorter leading another lap. Pounds in 2nd place. Jeff Hilton in 3rd. And in 4th, Steve Pounds, followed by Nelson and Whitlow rounding out our field.
Right now is when we like to have an in-car camera with Hilton watching these two battle.
Boy, that sure would be nice, Doc. Let me tell you, McWhorter's doing a great job of holding off Scotty Pounds. Scotty Pounds definitely knows his way around this 3rd mile clay oval. And Hilton trying to make up some ground on the front 2.
McWhorter also knows the driving style of Pounds, and he needs to keep that door closed on the bottom, make Pounds go up high.
That's right. McWhorter making that car really wide, making it hard for Pounds to pass. Here goes Nelson on the inside of Steve Pounds. Does not make the pass, but here's your leader, Eric McWhorter, followed by Scotty Pounds. And in 3rd place, Jeff Hilton. Great battle for 4th place going on right now.
5 down, 3 to go. followed by Scott Towns, Jeff Hilton, Steve Pounds, Dana Nelson, and Joe Whitlow.
Rounding out our field tonight. Wow, that first half of that heat race was exciting. There's your winner. Let him hear it. Eric McCorder.
Oh, boy. In the bird cage, or squirrel cage, if you will, indicates next time out of turn 4, we'll look for the green. Keep in mind the 30 car about the third night out, trying to get that chassis set up, and he looks real snaky here tonight. Track real loose for him. Maybe they've made the adjustments and make it better for him.
As they come down the back straightaway, that gas pedal foot, that'd be the right foot, is twitching, adrenaline's pumping, they're ready to go racing. Into turn 4, Jimmy the Shoe says, let's go racing!
Oh boy, Mike Hood, your current points leader, with a lot of good RPM off turn 2, your leader followed by Fisher. Doug Cox running third, but Tim the Stick Fisher bobbles a little bit, coming into the apex of 3 and 4.
Cox trying to make a move down the front straightaway. Martels is in 4th, Daryl Hood is in 5th in the 23 car. Buck Cox slides up on Tim Fisher down the back straightaway, trying to make a position change into 2nd. Your leader is currently Mike Hood, followed by Tim Fisher, and then Buck Cox.
Fisher bobbles out at turn 2. Doug Cox had nowhere to go, could not find the hole shot to go under him.
And that there allows your leader and current points leader, Mike Hood, to open up about an 8-car length advantage over the rest of the field. Tim Fisher trying to reel him in that number 8 car, followed by Buck Cox and then Bartels in the 77 machine. Daryl Hood in the number 23 is in 5th. And rounding out our field in the 30 cars, Hollywood Joe Wilson Jr. in the 30 car.
4 down, 4 to go. Your leader has checked out from the rest of the field. A good 10-car lengths over Fisher.
Martels and Cox having a great battle coming out of turn 4. Martels in the 77 car. Trying the inside. Buck Cox making that car really, really wide for him. Can't seem to get around him. Mike Hood is still your leader. Tim Fisher in the number 8 car is in 2nd position. 7 laps down, 1 to go. Bring us home, Mike.
All right. Coming around your leader into turn 3, the black number 2 of Mike Hood. He'll pick up a white flag. Fisher, Buck Cox, Bartels, Daryl Hood, and then Hollywood Joe Wilson. Wilson has got that chassis working much better now. Here's your winner, Mike Hood.
Followed by the great car,
Fisher, second.
In 3rd position, the 186 of Buck Cox, and in 4th, the 77 car of Bill Martels.
And the 23 of Daryl Hood, and then Hollywood Joe Wilson. The 30 car has that chassis working now for Hollywood Joe. Your winner in the black number 2, big hand for Mike Hood.
Current points leader, sponsored by Fast Plumbing in Texaco.
And Hood.
1 lap to go, says our flagman Jimmy the Shoe Irwin on the inside of row number 1, the pole position. That's the number 54 car of Brady Bell on the outside of row number 1, and the number 83 car, Terry Brewer, on the outside of row number 2, and the number 5 car, that's Mark Roberts. We call him the Hook. Inside of row number 3 in the 3M car, Jeffrey Miller. On the outside of him, your current points leader, have to take the long way to the main event, Lloyd Reed in the 49 car, Adam Miller behind him,
Kent Harrington,
Roger Reamy Sr. in the 2
Brian
car.
Johnson in the 33, we go green, and Danny Lewis, the pie man, in the 16 car. Off turn 2, your leader, Brady Bell, followed by Brewer, but here comes Jeffrey Miller and Lloyd Reed. Oh, Lloyd Reed on the high side into turn 3.
Making a power move is Reed, trying to move up a few positions, trying to get into the main event. Of course, the first 8 cars will go in there, but he's trying to battle for a position. Your leader, Brady Bell, opens up about a 4-car length advantage over Brewer. Reed slips into 3rd position, followed by Miller, then Roberts.
Battle Royale. Brady Bell in the 54 car, your leader. 10 car lengths back is Brewer and Lloyd Reed. They run side by side off turn 2. Reed with a little more horsepower slides up to 2nd. Brewer 3rd. Jeffrey Miller, and then Mark Roberts running a nice tight line down low out of 4 into the 5 car.
Roberts seems to have his car working very well tonight. Lloyd Reed in the 49 car currently in second place sets his sight on the 54 car. Your leader, Brady Bell. In third position is Terry Brewer. Roberts trying to make a move on the inside of him. They come together with Miller. Miller up high. Roberts slips into fourth place. 4 laps down, 6 laps to go.
Brian Johnson and Adam Miller in the back of the pack running door handle to door handle. And a black flag to Kent Harrington. Look out, taking the leader.
My goodness.
A black flag was issued to Kent Harrington. He was trying to get off the track. Your leader came high and took out by lap traffic. Your leader now, Lloyd Reed.
Lloyd Reed is your leader. Brady Bell in second place, followed by Brewer in third, Roberts in fourth, Miller in fifth, and Adam Miller in sixth, followed by the Orlacker machine. The driver for that is Brian Johnson. Looks like this time by 7 laps down, 3 to go. Brady Bell's car seems to be okay. He's running in second place at the moment. Brewer and the Hook are having a great battle for third place. Jeffrey Miller trying to slide in there and make it interesting. Roberts is currently in fourth, Brewer in third, and Brady Bell in second. But your leader with 8 laps down and 2 to go is Lloyd Reed, your current points leader.
He has developed a good 15 car lengths over Brady Bell. He can pick up Brewer. A battle raging right now for that 4th spot with Mark Roberts and Jeffrey Miller.
I guess we're going to be going more than 10 laps. That was 9 laps down. Your leader, Lloyd Reed, Brady Bell in second position. Reed coming up on some lap traffic here shortly. Jimmy the Shoe, there goes your leader. 10 laps down.
Wreck in turn 3 with Mark Roberts and Jeffrey Miller.
They had been bumping all race long, Mike.
Both were in a transfer position, a little anxious to get up front, and now they go lame on the yellow.
You are just an old softy, you know that? Lights are out. We're going to restart on the back straightaway. Your leader, Lloyd Reed's going to lead him down, followed by Terry Brewer, Adam Miller in third position, Brian Johnson in fourth, and we're going racing. Lloyd Reed is your leader, 10 laps down. 2 laps to go. Reed opens up about a 4-car length advantage right away over Brewer. Brian Johnson making a big move into third or fourth position. Jeffrey Miller right behind him. One lap to go, and your leader is Lloyd Reed.
Mathematically, it appears all 8 survivors will transfer to the main event. But here comes your winner off turn 4, the orange number 49 of Lloyd Reed. Second goes Brewer, Miller, Johnson, Miller, Remy, and Lewis. Oh boy.
Camaro tried to get a jump around the 4-car of Ted Rutherford, but no dice. And your leader, the car that stalled on the front straightaway here, is Lacey Laura Ferris. Right behind her is Ted Rutherford, followed by the number 2 car sponsored by Subway. That's Pop Ferris, 73-year-old rookie in this class.
That's right, and then you pick up the flying man himself, Flying Frank Ferris in the black number 3 Camaro. Look out, a pass being made right now by Rutherford.
They're side by side going down the back straightaway. Rutherford on the inside of Lacey Laura Ferris. 3 abreast in the apex of turns 3 and 4. Pop bangs into Laura, allowing Flying Frank Ferris to go into second place.
That's the Ferris family with the air jockey himself, Ted
Rutherford.
Up hard into the wall. That is the one
Lacey Laura Ferris. Lacey Laura Ferris.
She eats a little semen on that round.
Ouch. Your leader is still Ted Rutherford in the 4X car.
There-
Behind him in the number 2 car is Pop
Ferris.
Ferris.
Ferris sticks it deep into turn 3 on the high side, showing Rutherford how the hog eats the cabbage right now.
This is exciting stuff from this factory stock division. The low budget alternative to you guys who want to get out here and race.
Grassroots racing.
You bet.
Right front flat on Frank Ferris's Camaro.
Flying Frank is flat now. Flat Frank Ferris.
Flying Frank Ferris's flat. Easy for you to say.
And a white flag flies. Rutherford is your leader. Pop Ferris right behind him. Lacey Laura also has a right front tire.
Rutherford opens the
Right
door.
flat
Pop
front.
Ferris takes a look underneath him, gets his front quarter panel inside. Ferris sticks it deep into 3.
It's a 2-car battle going to turn
Ferris
3
and
and
Rutherford
4.
and Pop Ferris comes out low. He's your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is excitement. Wow, extreme racing.
I tell you what, that's a driver experience there, Steve-O. Oh, man. Ferris been around the racing arenas many years. Went back in the 50s to qualify at Indy. Though he did not qualify, he had that enough moxie to get out there and do the number. Big hands for the old man, Pop Ferris.
All right.
There's Frank.
From Tulare, California, number 96, Donnie Range.
That makes up the main event lineup here for the Modified Street Division. 25 laps scheduled for this one.
Should be awesome on this 3rd mile clay oval just north of Bakersfield, California. They call it Bakersfield Speedway.
What was all of those sheep I saw over in the foyer right now?
Well, let me tell you, it wasn't my dates, okay? They were the future farmers of America over there in the foyer with the sheep. They're trying to raise money.
That's Jimmy the Shoes date. First 10 people in the office will receive with a $5 purchase, will receive a free pass to the Speedway for next week.
Right, they're looking for donations, also to enter their animals in the fair, also to help pay for their college. That's the Future Farmers of America up front in the foyer.
David Nunley's daughter's doing that.
Awesome, wonderful. It's a great deal. It's a very great deal for people to get involved with.
First 10 with a $5 donation gets a free pass for next week's races.
Jimmy the Shoe takes a hard look at Kaufman coming out of turn 4. No
start.
way, Jose.
Kaufman with a complete car length start advantage, and Rob Rhodes has not watched the lights or the flag. No way, says Jimmy the Shoe. You come out side by side, Buckwheat, line them back up, put it in the sack, Jack. We'll try it again. Channel fishing the other day.
Hey.
Lights out, we're looking for the green. Good, even start, we go green. Hoffman leads him into turn 1. Down low, Charlie Jones up high, side by side out of 2. Who's it gonna be? Jones. Hoffman still glued together, door handle, turn 3.
This is great excitement here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Kaufman on the inside, Jones on the outside down the front straight. Jones gets the advantage going into turn 1.
Look out, turn 1 action. James the Hammer Hammonds and Mike Berry lock horns as they came down by the flag stand.
It's green right now, but we should be going yellow. Yes, we go yellow. Looks like Barry and James the Hammer Hammonds got kind of hooked up down the front straightaway, and careened into that turn 1 wall, Mike.
Barry, what happened was he got loose out of 4. His tail section went toward the infield, crossed up, and rode into James the Hammer Hammonds. One of those just racing accidents, if you will. It appeared that possibly Hammonds may have ended up with a flat tire. We'll try to assess that as he comes out of turn 4. Nope, all the tires are inflated on the car.
Down the back straightaway goes Charlie Jones, gets up where he started. Let's see if we're going to stay green. Jones into turn 3 low, followed by Kaufman. Kaufman slips down underneath him, trying to make a big move. Hughes coming up in the 3rd position, making a play. We've got 2 cars into the wall. It looks like Ralph Cook,
Floyd Quackenbush and Rob Rhodes tangle horns out of 4, and Rhodes drives Quackenbush hard into the wall. Let's give a couple of shirts away here while we got an opportunity. Collier and Childress, door handle 3.
The front 5 in this race are just totally getting it on right now. We're bunched up. Your leader Jones, followed by Kaufman, Rapid Rick Childress, and Glenn Hughes are side by side in turns 1 and 2. In fifth position is
Look out, your leader gets sideways with Glenn Hughes over the door, and Rick Childress on the back bumper of Kaufman. Childress down low, Kaufman up high, and Collier running third.
Childress made the big move on that little bobble by your leader, 69 and Charlie Jones, but your leader now is Wayne Kaufman in the 80 car, followed by Rapid Rick Childress. Some smoke coming off the Kaufman car. Might be trouble. Rapid Rick Childress on the inside trying to make a move. Collier right behind them.
And the Performance Machine Special, Rapid Rick Childress goes into the lead. Here comes Kevin Collier on the back bumper of him. And Wayne Kaufman up in smoke will go off the track.
Your leader remains Rapid Rick Childress in the 44 car. Collier behind him. We've got a bumper loose over in turn number 2. A bumper loose in turn 2. We go yellow for debris on the track.
Boy. Bumper coming loose off the 55 car. Lee Jensen drops it up high out of turn 2. Lights out, we're looking for the green. We go green. Childress, Collier, Jones, and Welch. Rick Childress leads them into turn 1. Kevin Collier about a half a car length behind Childress. Childress with a nice chassis set up.
Childress, your leader, followed by Collier coming into turn 4. Right behind him in the 69 car. Jones, Lonnie Welch right on Jones' tail into turns 1 and 2. The slam hard together going into turn 1 and 2. Almost spin out the apex. They've got a bunch of cars behind them, but everybody gets out of there okay. We're going 4 wide into turns 3 and 4. 8 down, 22 to go.
Oh boy, look out. Montrose rammed hard in the back bumper by the 120 car, Mike Berry. And Welch goes off the track lane.
Here's your leader, Rapid Rick Childress, in the number 44 car, followed by the 18 car of Kevin Collier. That little melee that they had behind them allowed them to actually race away from the rest of the field.
You look on the track, somebody losing some fluid out of turn 4 down the main chute.
See that when we go yellow, there's a car stuck in the pit exit or entrance.
That looks like it may be the 55 car, Carl Nolan Jr. Unable to clear that exit zone, so we go yellow as safety precaution.
Again, 10 laps down, 15 laps to go.
Lights out, we'll look for the restart. Childress, Collier, and Nolan. So we go on to green. Collier makes sparks fly as he hits the main chute wall. Childress with a nice section off turn 2. Collier glued to his back bumper. And Steve Nolan now up to the top 3 as Childress opens the door. And Collier was not close enough to make a move on him. 11 laps down, 14 to go.
Your leader still Rapid Rick Childress from the 44 car, able to hold off the number 18 car of Kevin Collier. Right behind Collier, the 17 car is Steve Nolan. It's a great 3-car battle for the lead. 3 Camaros doing battle here on this 3rd mile play over tonight. These 3 cars are hooked up. They're pulling away from the rest of the pack by about 7 or 8 car lengths. It's Childress, Collier, and Nolan in the lead. Great battles going on right now between Cargill and the 69 car of Charlie Jones. We've got a slow car down the back straight.
That's Jimmy Pleasure falling off the pace. Everybody spotted him dropping down low. But your leader Childress now checking out as Collier falls off the pace. Collier dropping off the pace. Childress now with a 6-car lead at there. Steve Nolan.
That number 18 car, Kevin Collier, had been smoking during the yellow flag. He's drastically dropped off of it.
Speedy Steve Cargill up to 3rd as we go yellow for a car stuck at the exit of one. That was Jimmy Pledger.
Right now, I'm pretty sure down the back straightaway. Speedway. Lights are out. We go racing with your leader, Rapid Rick Childress with the 44 machine, followed closely by Slippery Steve Nolan. Right behind him is Speedy Steve Cargill. Into turns 1 and 2 goes your leader, Childress. With 15 laps down, 10 to go. Got a little melee in 1 and 2 between Ralph Cook and the 24 of Roy Atchison. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Childress is still your leader. Charlie Jones in the 69 car seems to be dropping off the pace. James the Hammer Hammonds comes back out onto the track. Here comes your leader out of turn 4. Childress followed by Steve Nolan. Cargill in the number 11 car. Raymond Nolan in the number
in turn 4. Donnie Range got loose, spin down into the apron and picked up Tim Bewley. Oh boy, we go yellow for that melee with Range and Bewley. Range lost the handle on it and collected Bewley. Bewley nowhere to go. We go green.
Here comes your leader, Rapid Rick Childress. A wisp of smoke coming out of the rear end of his machine. Steve Nolan right on his tail in third place in the number 11 car. Speedy Steve Cargill in position. In the number 5 car is Raymond Nolan. 18 laps down, 7 laps to go. Mike, what do you see?
Well, I see Steve Nolan steadily coming up on the back bumper of Childress. A little smoke coming out the exhaust of the 44 car all of a sudden.
Let's see if that car can stay together for just 6 more laps, actually 5 more this time by, to get this main event win.
And off the pace, Donnie Rain down the main chute.
Range has been having a little bit of trouble getting around this thermocline oval. He moves off into the pits, but your leader still remains. Childress, Nolan, Steve Nolan pulls off the track. There's something obviously wrong with that machine. That's putting Speedy Steve Cargill into second place. He's got 4 laps to close this deficit right now.
Nolan with mechanical difficulty shuts his motor off, and that puts Speedy Steve Cargill up to second, 21 down, 22 down this time by 3 to go.
Cargill looking to reel in Rapid Rick Childress and see if he can do it. He's got 2 laps to go.
That traffic sitting in front of Childress now has to get around Bewley, and he makes it. White flag this time through for Childress. Running third right now, the number 5 of Ray Nolan. And then you pick up the 55 of Lee Jensen, and then Ralph Cook. Cook has been steady all night long in this main event. Your winner off turn 4, let's hear it, Rapid Rick Childress.
In second place, Speedy Steve Cargill. Coming home in third in the number 5 car, Raymond Nolan.
Then you see the number 55, Lee Jensen, Ralph Cook, and then Roy Atchison. Oh boy.
That was a very, very exciting race. Congrats going out from Speedy Steve Cargill to Rapid Rick Childress.
You're going down to the winner's circle. Fuse, I tell you what, this guy is elated. Now, baby! Love ya! Yeah! Rapid Rick Childress, I'm telling you what, Rapid Rick. A good camaraderie there. Speedy Steve Cargill came down to give Rapid Rick a big high five. What do you think, Home Squeeze?
Buddy, this is one awesome car!
First off, let's get over here. California Raceway Video can catch it all on the tape. Let me present you with the winner's plaque. What do you feel like here in the winner's circle first for 1996?
Buddy, I feel great. This is actually the first night on this brand new car. Jay, Travis, all of my crew have done a fine job, man. I tell you what, this is the first race car they've ever built right here. And believe me, it's the best I've ever had. Performance machine. Don't worry, the motor's fine. I lost my power steering about lap 7. Everything was fine. Oh, my arms are tired. My wife, Larry and Brenda, and I tell you what, The chassis man on the 44 car is jamming Jeff Hilton. He told me after the heat race, Jeff said, do whatever you want to do, but let me tell you something, the car's a rocket like it is, okay? We changed a little bit of air pressure in the rear of the car, and had I not lost the power steering, I think we'd have really put it on him.
All right, I tell you what, you know, Kevin Collier was down there for quite a while, and he went off lame, then Steve Nolan, but how about a big hand for our winner, Rapid Rick Childress?
Okay, one thing I'd like to say, thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. Basically, all I want to say is thanks to all the race fans that supported me. A couple weeks ago, we had a bad accident. JT Race Cars put the car back together, and that's why we're here tonight. Thank you to Larry and Brenda, and all the Avila crew, and my wife and family.
All right, there you go, Rick Childress. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah.
Free hookups, installations, and premium channel compliments of Steve Pounds and the Pop Vision television winner. Thank you also to Carlene Pounds for promoting the giveaways here tonight.
Lights are out. Looks like we're going to go racing. Let's go racing. I believe that's Knopf in the lead with Studs right behind him. We've got a yellow flag. Something didn't happen. He was the number 1 car of Dave Studs.
Pete Vanderstein on the outside next to him.
Glenn LeBlanc in the 3rd row inside, followed by Chet Buckley. We're going racing.
Number 4 car, first into turn 1. Oh boy, makes contact. The number 4 car, your leader right now, Mike Knopf. Dave Stutz. Dave Stutz on the low side, trying to make a move up to second. A wreck in turn 4.
And it involves the number 3 car of Mark Nation. He
had a radius rod break off earlier in a qualifier.
And had that repaired during their little layover before this main event. Having a little bad luck tonight. Sorry to see that from your family.
80.
8.
Okay. No, I have an 8. What do you got?
He's 8 years old.
Lights out, we go back on the green. Mike Knopf and Dave Stutz with a power move. Picks up the inside burn, upsets the chassis.
Trying to get around the number 21 car of Adam Intingham. On way up high goes Stutz, allowing the number 22 car of Wayne Millard to get underneath him. Into 3rd position goes Millard. Dave Stutz into 4th. Pardon me, that's the 77 car. 77 car, Pete Van Eiderstein. Pete Van Eiderstein into 3rd. Knopf is your leader. A great battle for 2nd between the 21 car of Intingham and Eiderstein. In 4th place is Dave Stutz. He seems to be having a little trouble in the corners, Mike. Upsetting the car maybe when he hit that berm, huh?
Exactly right. He hits that berm and it scrubs off a lot of speed. Call that a lot of side bite.
Van Eiderstein makes the move into 2nd place out of turn 4, but gets bumped by Intingham. But everybody gets through there okay. Eiderstein in 2nd place. Your leader is still Knopf, followed by the 21 of Intingham.
Number 21 car out of turn 4 got up on 2 wheels momentarily, picking up that outside berm.
Chet Buckley trying to make a big power move on Stutz, who's in 4th position. Buckley in the 47 car. We've got 6 laps down, 14 laps to go.
And Mark Nations off the pace goes into the pits.
Knopf, your leader. Van Eiderstein in 2nd place has reeled him in over the past couple of laps. Intingham in 3rd, followed by Stutz, then Buckley, and rounding out our field is Glenn LeBlanc. No, pardon me. Rounding out our field is number 8 car of Jose Ramirez.
Pete Van Eiderstein has closed ground on Knopf right now in turn 2 action. Van Eiderstein in the 77 car takes a look underneath Knopf going into turn 4.
They are nose to tail coming down the front straightaway. Knopf seems to be holding his line very well. Halfway point, 10 laps down, 10 to go. It's a great battle for the lead right now, Doc. What do you say?
I tell you what, a battle up front with lap traffic. Jose Ramirez is going to make an effect on Knopf and Eiderstein's position. Jose Ramirez right in front of your leader, Mike Knopf. Eiderstein with a slide job coming underneath Knopf. The pass on Mike Knopf.
Kind of makes you wonder if he was just sitting back there and waiting for him to make a mistake or waiting for his prime time to make that pass. Eiderstein blows by Knopf.
Knopf has fallen totally off the pace, so right rear flat.
Ramirez goes off the track. Your leader right now in the 77 machine, Pete Van Eiderstein. Hey, I'll tell you, it's like a hotel room at 12 o'clock on Sunday. He's checked out from the rest of the field. In second position, Intignap, followed by Stutz. One left to go. Here's your leader, Van Eiderstein. It's a battle for second position. Stutz and Intignap down into turn one. Stutz looks inside. Intignap opens the door, but closes it just as quickly. Here comes your winner, Pete Van Eiderstein. Here comes the battle for second. Intignap is going to take second place. Dave Stutz goes home with third.
And Chet Buckley, the next, and then you pick up the number 6.
Glenn LeBlanc.
Yes, indeed. How do you guys like these California dirt cars? Oh!
There he is.
There he is, folks. Let him hear it. Pete Van Eiderstein. All right, Pete, you catch your breath? You all right?
A little bit. I've known this a few years, so it takes a while to get a little breath.
Well, I think you were almost the oldest driver out here tonight. Pop Ferris, of course, 73 years old. How old are you, Pete?
Well, let me see. I tell people Ford still have mechanical brakes for 2 more years, so 60.
60. I'll tell you what, been doing real fine. Used to be one of the track officials in Santa Maria, is that right?
Well, I still am, but I do it incognito because you don't make a whole lot of friends doing that. So I'd rather race. I've been racing quite a while, but I'd rather race, so that's my big thing.
I tell you what, how about just a little technology real quick? Car weight, what you run for fuel, your horsepower, size motors, and rear ends.
Well, these cars are very popular in the northeastern part of the United States. There's hundreds and hundreds of them from Quebec down to Delaware and into Pennsylvania and all. The reason, I always promote this, the reason is they're simple. They got a straight axle. You set the front end up with a tape measure and a little carpenter's bubble. We run 358 inches maximum, iron heads. Got to have a flat tappet cam and a 2-barrel. We can run a lot of gear here, so that helps, but it's a quick change and it's a pretty simple setup. That's what I like. They're basically a big sprint car, but they're very simple with a starter, of course.
And the overall weight?
At Santa Maria, we got to weigh 24 with the driver.
All right, how about a big hand for Pete Van Eiderstein? Ron Henderson, next to him, Bart Wheeler, family from the Bay Area down.
Followed by Manzella on the inside. Then the Pink Panther, Chris Mendenhall on the outside. We're going racing.
Also, Mike Sparks, Jerry Morgantini, Jim Needy, Roger Herrick, Don Peaser, Lloyd Reed.
And Terry Brewer, Adam Miller.
Kevin Cave, your leader. Bart Wheeler, the Bartman, up to second.
Bart Wheeler trying to make it big tonight, show his parents what he's been doing down here at this third mile play oval. He moves into second place around Pruitt. Your leader is still Cave. The Bartman trying to make a big move on the inside. Fakes high, goes low. Wheeler for the lead.
Right front flat on Roger Herrick, number 25 car. Bartman looking superior. Cave opens the door off 4. Bartman down low.
Cave able to carry that momentum out of turn 4.
Tire breaks loose at turn 4.
Up in the air. Brewer up on the berm. I believe that is the car number 61 of Mike Sparks. Lost a right rear on his machine.
For the green, Kevin Cave followed by Bartman, Wheeler, and Pruitt. Here comes Henderson on a pass underneath of Mendenhall. We go green. Mendenhall lets Tom Mansella get underneath him also. Bartman takes a look under Cave off turn 2.
Bartman looking inside, trying to take the lead. He's looking inside, but Cave holds his momentum once again out of turn 4 and makes the pass down the front straightaway. In third position is Scott Pruitt in the number 76 car. Bartman looking inside once again.
Wreck down the main chute. Look out, mama.
Also
going on in the infield right now with Wheeler and Cave.
You'll see it all tonight. Mud box, we got a car spun out also in turn number 4. Wow, a whole gaggle of events. We've got a red track condition on the track right now. That means the cars will stop. If they stop here, they pull off into the pits.
No, they'll stop right on the track. Unspent fuel going through the exhaust system of Pyman Lewis, and that's what the flame was coming from. Quickly over to the rescue squad, douses it off, so no further contact.
Tom Manzella right behind the Pink Panther, followed by James Yesendidi in 6th position. Your points leader, Lloyd Reed. We're going green.
A power move by Henderson into turn 3. Makes contact with Scotty Pruitt.
They were side by side into turn 1. Pruitt is your leader. Henderson right behind him. Mendenhall in 3rd. Manzella is in 4th position. And it's a big freight train of hobby songs here tonight, Mike.
And Bard Wheeler loops it into turn 1. He'll get it turned back around. Rick Henderson all over that back bumper of Pruitt and turns him sideways. Look out, mama!
What a great job of driving by about the last 7 drivers right behind.
Your starter, Jimmy the Shoe Irwin, says we're ready to lock game low. Here comes Pruitt.
He's back out on the track.
We go green.
Mendenhall, your leader, in front of Manzella in the 8X car. Right behind Manzella is James Deedy. Whoa! Hitting the wall hard is Don Beezer. Don Beezer still up high into the turn 1 fence. Still green. Beezer still going around the fence up there in turn 1 and 2.
Reed opens the door and up comes Jerry Morgantini and Brian Johnson. Now Jeffrey Miller, problems on the 49 car. Right rear flat on Lloyd Reed's car.
So Beezer, the number 2 guy in the points, is up in the wall. Reed is off the track with a flat tire. Makes for a very interesting points race. But your leader is Chris Mendenhall, followed closely by Tom Manzella. In 3rd position is the 66 machine-powered car of James Deedy. Morgantini and Deedy having a battle again for 3rd and 4th. Adam Miller is in 6th. Jeff Miller is in 7th. 9 laps down, 11 laps to go. Your leader is still Chris Mendenhall in the 38 car. Ooh, up into the wall is the Pyman, Danny Lewis.
Roger Herrick spins out in turn 2, right in front of your leaders now. Mendenhall clears the ground. We go yellow for Herrick. 10 down, 10 to go.
Lights out. Mendenhall romps down on the gas, and we're going racing here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Mendenhall leads the back of Hobby Stocks into turns 3 and 4. He's your leader coming down the front straightaway. Manzella right behind him. James Yesendidi in 3rd. Morgantini trying to make a move on Deedy. Adam Miller holds 5th position, followed closely by Brady Bell. Everybody gets to the first lap okay.
Look at the 14 car of Henderson high into turn 3. A spin out with Brian Johnson off the hood of the Pyman, Danny Lewis, but Henderson already up to 8th. Oh! Rollover! Turn 2! Rick Henderson rolls it over. A complete barrel roll side by side, and a wheel comes off. That's the 14 of Rick Henderson. He had moved up to 8th and rolls it at apexes 1 and 2.
Saw the whole thing happen, Mike. He was going into turn 1, got about halfway through, and was getting a little sideways, and apparently that tire just broke loose, and his suspension just dug into the clay and rolled him right over. Boy, he must have took about 3 flips on that one.
That was a pretty nasty one. Officials now conferring with Rick Henderson and Henderson alert and have their helmet off, and he's coming out of the car now. Big hand for Rick Henderson. Oh, boy. Rick Henderson. 11 laps down, 9 to go. Jeffrey Miller on the high side of Brian Johnson in the 33 car. A battle for 9th.
Morgantini trying to make a move on the inside of jumping James Deedy. Deedy close to the door, however.
Johnson and Miller. Miller and Johnson lock horns out of 2. And Miller makes the pass.
Looks like Johnson may have a right rear flat tire, possibly a right front.
Car up lane in turn 4 with a flat tire. No, right front.
Flat.
Ryan Johnson in the Jerry Horlacher car.
Manzella trying to make a big move on number 38 car of Chris Mendenhall, your leader. Got some great racing going on in the back of the pack also between Brewer and Jeffrey Miller. Mendenhall seems to be pulling away on the straightaways, but Manzella seems to be handling the track a little bit better in the corners.
Bart Wheeler sticks it deep into turn 3 on the back bumper of Jerry Morgantini. Brady Bell on his bumper. A battle reigning supreme for that 5th spot as Bart Wheeler goes high into turn 2.
Brady Bell gets sideways into turn 1. Adam Miller gets him the side of him. And then Brady Bell spins out. He's stuck up on the berm. 16 laps down, 4 laps to go.
Bart Wheeler back up to 4th. We go yellow. Oh,
Bart Wheeler is a hard charger to the front, Mike. Let's see if he can pull it off on 4 laps. Man, he's hooked up.
Like Mitchell, you know it's come from the south.
Lights are out. Lights are out, Lollipop. We're going racing.
3 for Chris Mendenhall. Tom Manzella, jumping Jimmy Deedy and Morgantini, and then you pick up Bart Wheeler.
Bart Wheeler, the hard charger, currently in 5th position, trying to make a move around Morgantini. He's on James Deedy's tail right now. These two have been hooking it up all night long. Here comes the Bart man. On the outside of Morgantini, makes the pass into 4th. 17 laps down, 3 laps to go. Let's see if the Bart man can do it. Your leader is still Mendenhall, followed by Manzella. James Deedy right behind him in 3rd. The Bart man, Bart Wheeler, goes low as Deedy almost spins out. Bart man runs over a cone, but keeps her straight.
Bart man into the infield, trying to gather up the mustard. And he comes back out, still 3rd. Manzella with a muscle move into turn 3 underneath the Mendenhall.
Mendenhall slides her sideways, forces Manzella into the berm. 1 lap to go. The Bart man's car is smoking. Looks like a little sheet metal. Trying to see if Manzella can gather it up once again and try to pass Mendenhall. Here comes Mendenhall into turns 3 and 4. Your leader and your winner, the Pink Panther, Chris Mendenhall.
Manzella 2nd, Bartman Wheeler 3rd. Adam Miller, Morgantini, Jeffrey Miller, then Lloyd Reed. Oh boy, Don Peaser locked in traffic in turn 4.
Deedy crosses the finish line with a flat tire. Boy, you smell that? Somebody's overheating.
Jimmy the Shoe. There you go. Yeah, right on. No time permitting with interview, sorry to say, as the clock has running down on us. But we'll say, everybody give a big hand to the winner, Chris Mendenhall.
All right, way to go, Chris. Sponsored by Bakersfield Engine Machining. Can you do this quick?
Outside front row, the number 1 car, the Milan Special, 1995 late model champion, the Rocket Man, Scott Pound.
Inside row number 2, your current points leader, the number 2 car, Mike Hood.
Outside second row, the number 74 car, sponsored in by RER and Taffridge Jewelers. Big hand for Jeff Hilton.
Inside row number 3, second place in points currently, number 51 car, the Rosedale Equipment Rental Special, the number 51 of Eric McCorder.
Next to him, the number 23 car, sponsored by A1 Multi-Business, the Paper Chase. Big hand for Daryl Hood.
On the inside in the number 8 car, that's Tim Fisher.
And then you pick up the red number 3 car. That is the Pot Vision Special, Steve Pounds.
On the outside of him, the number 186 car, sponsored by Delco Gunite, as well as Pools by Ike. The number 186, Bug Cox.
The 02 car, Rex Mazda Special car. That is Dana Nelson.
On the outside of him, the number 23 car, Daryl Hood.
The 28, Joe Whitlow, and the 30 is Hollywood Joe Wilson. We go great. Oh, a monster start.
They're side by side coming out of turn 4. Whoa!
Fisher got loose out of turn 4 and gathered it back up. That could have been a bad one.
Bounds is still your leader with Portel still in second place. They slide into turn 3 and 4. Eric McCorder trying to make a hard charge
Pounds now with McCorder. Hilton up to 4th.
McCorder up on the berm takes out the cone, but Tim Fisher slides by him. McCorder now in 6th position. Your leader, Scotty Pounds. Martell's roll makes a little contact going into 3 and 4.
We go yellow. Buck Cox up in the wall, turn 2.
Buck Cox and the Delco Gunite Pools by Ike sponsored machine.
Fisher, McCorder, and Gerald Hood. We go green.
Pounds with a big right back up to speed. Good right on Martell's tail. Your second place point man, Eric McCorder slides underneath Tim Fisher for a 5th position. But the back seems to be reeling in. The Rocket Man, number 1, Scotty Pounds, is your leader with 6 laps down, 19 laps to go. Martell's now closing the gap between him and Pounds to about 2 car lengths and closing. Martell slides sideways into turn 3 and 4. Right behind him, Mike Hood, followed by Hilton, and then McCorder.
7 down, 23 to go. Bartels has closed ground quickly on Pounds now, as well as Mike Hood.
It seems that Mike Hood is running the preferred line on the track, even that rear, that left front tire down by the berm there. Oh, McCorder trying to make a move on Hilton. Gets into the side of him. Everything's okay coming out of coming down the front straight. It's a 3-car battle for the lead now between Pounds, Bartels, and 9 down. 10 down, 15 laps to go. And the battle rages on between your second place points man, Eric McCorder, and Hilton. They get together in turns 2. McCorder comes unscathed out of that one. Whoa, we got a slow car. Number 28 car of Joe.
Mike Hood gets in the rear quarter panel of Bartels. Bartels goes up high, Hood down low. Side by side into turn 1. Hood with an advantage going up to 2nd as he comes off turn 2. And he'll try to reel Pounds in. 4th is McCorder now.
McCorder has been seeing Hood kind of battling, and he thinks he might get the lead. McCorder's trying to keep up with him, see if he can stay tight in the points race. Now Hilton makes it a 5-car battle down the back straightaway. We have Pounds, Hood, Bartels, McCorder on the inside of Bartels. They make contact in 3 and 4. And then Hilton. Mike Hood on the back, on the tail of Pounds hard. 1 and 2 cars going into turn 3 and 4, Doc.
Pounds has mechanical problems on his car and falling off the pace, and the crowd is building behind him, trying to find a way around as we go halfway through. 15 down, 10 to go.
Hilton slipped underneath the Bartels, sets his sights on the 51 of McCorder. It goes Pounds having mechanical trouble, still your leader, followed by Mike Hood. Oh, Daryl Hood loops it in turns 3 and 4. We're green at the moment, and then we go yellow. Yellow lights are on, yellow flags are flying.
Daryl Hood got crossed up coming out of 4, came back off the infield and just narrowly missed the 0-2 of Dana Nelson. Eyelash separated those 2 cars. We'll turn the lights out and look for the restart. What a battle royale with Pounds, Hood, McCorder, Hilton, and Bartels.
Hilton gets another great restart with Hood right there with him.
Go green.
McCorder is right on the tail.
No lights have been turned on yet. We are on the green, no lights.
They're still racing. However, we have no lights indicating the racing condition. Meanwhile, Hood trying to get underneath the Pounds. Looks like we may have a yellow flag because the lights are malfunctioning. Hilton slides underneath the corner.
Lock bumpers. And Tim to stick Fisher with a slide job on Bartels up to 4th.
Takes advantage of the 51 and the 74 car getting together, and Tim Fisher moves up a couple of positions. Hilton's in 3rd. Right in front of him is Mike Hood, your current points leader, and the Rocket Man, the number 1 methadone specialist, Scotty Pounds, is your leader with 19 laps down, 6 to go.
Steve Pounds in the red number 3. Slower traffic into turn 1. Steve Pounds in the red number 3.
Pounds may play a part in the victory for Scotty, slowing up the other 2 cars. This allows Jeff Hilton to come right up on Mike Hood's bumper. Scotty Pounds has opened up about a 2-car length advantage over Mike Hood. Having a little trouble getting around Steve Pounds is Jeff Hilton.
Jeff Hilton running 3rd. Jeff Hilton followed by McCorder. White flag, 1 more time to go. Mike Hood has been ever present behind Pounds. And Hilton with a muscle move out of 2. Oh boy! Your winner, Scott Pounds. Mike Hood falls up lame and finishes 2nd. Hilton 3rd, McCorder 4th. Oh, by the graces of the checkered flag, Mike Hood finished 2nd. Your winner in the winner's circle, Scott Pounds.
All righty. But ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the Rocket Man, the number 1 Mylodon Special Powerhouse sponsored, Scott A. Pounds. Right on. First indication from Scotty Pounds said he's only running on 7 cylinders. Can you believe it? The Rocket Man only on 7 takes the win. Man, was that an exciting race or what? They kept you on your toes tonight, didn't they?
Well, I tell you what, you know, we've been struggling with little minor things going on with these cars. We take care of so many of them, and, you know, this things fell into place. You know, I don't know what happened. It dropped the cylinder, and it was an extremely fast track tonight, and this car's working so good on that bottom groove. You know, they was banging on me, but hey, let's make this clean. If you're fast, go around.
Right on. Bartels was giving you a little bit of trouble. Thought he might have a fast car tonight to try and get around you, but hey, man, that says a bunch about this Mylodon Special, running on 7 cylinders and still allowed, I mean, just to take the field out of it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, best part about it, the motor that's in Bartels is the one that came out of the 3 car. That's one of Pounds Motorsports motors, so we're happy about that. This is my buddy here, Chris, right here.
Right on.
We work hard on these old cars, and we have a lot of fun. That's what matters.
That's right on. Here he is again. On 7 cylinders, the winner of the 25-lap late model main event, Scotty, the Rocket Man, Pounds.